everyone. Today, we're taking a step heading into the quiet fields of rural Vietnam. I'm Peter, coming to you straight from Vietnam. Join me today as we dive into the local culture, meet the people, and experience what life is really like out here. Right along the edge of this lush morning glory patch sits an old, trusty bicycle, a simple piece of everyday life out here. And just off in the distance, you can see a local farmer already hard at work, tending to her crops under the morning sky. Let's head on over, say hi, and see what her day looks like up close. You can instantly spot these everyday staples, a repurposed fertilizer bag for harvesting, and the classic hand sickle that every local farmer relies on. I'm walking along a pathway lined with long wooden planks. It's actually a clever trick to keep the muddy banks from washing away after the heavy rain we had earlier. The iconic conical hat and a low wooden stool, these are absolute staples for Vietnamese farmers out in the field. This little stool saves their back from aching during long hours of bending down. And as for the hat, well, keeping off the sun and rain goes without saying. Looking closely, you can see this morning glory field is actually split into two parts. One side is damaged by pests, while the other side has already been tilled by the farmer, getting the soil rich and ready for a fresh new crop. I'm heading back up onto the concrete path now, shifting over to check out a different corner of the field. And here it is again, that same simple, familiar bicycle. I'm heading back down into the field, taking a different direction this time. I'm touching these soft jute leaves right now. Back home, this is a beloved summer staple, perfect for making a light, refreshing soup to beat the heat. Just up ahead, I can see a few local farmers hard at work. And over here is Malabar spinach, another super popular choice for summer soups. Over there, I just spotted a farmer bent over, quietly working the soil with some kind of hand tool. He told me this is a borrowed plot of land where he planted yard-long beans. But before the crop could even bear fruit, a heavy rain flooded the entire field, ruining the harvest and leaving him with nothing to show for his hard work. Now, he's starting all over again, beginning right from scratch with the soil. Around here, bamboo and reeds are commonly used to build trellises, not just for yard-long beans, but for all kinds of climbing crops, like tomatoes or sponge gourds like this one. The sponge gourds are still tiny, but many of the leaves are already wilting and turning yellow, likely damaged by that heavy rain. Farming really is at the mercy of the weather, and that unpredictability is just a tough reality for these local farmers. And over here is a classic bamboo carrying pole and water buckets. Not every farmer here can afford a mechanical water pump, so many still rely on their own strength to water their crops. And right here is the spot where they step down to scoop water from the pond for the crops.
Cái cầu này đúng không, tưới nước, lấy nước này, để tưới. Cái ao.
I came across a local farmer harvesting some vegetables, looks like jute leaves, likely getting them ready to sell at the morning market tomorrow. She told me customers are much more demanding these days. So now, she prepares the jute leaves completely beforehand, so people can just buy them and throw them straight into the pot. This field sits right next to a local cemetery.
Đây là nghĩa trang cạnh cánh đồng.
Still, even the cemetery ground is put to good use, like these star gooseberry plants right here, growing side by side with the graves. The neighborhood is located right beside it, where everyday life just carries on as usual. Mugwort is also planted right alongside these large family tombs.
Đây, khu vực tiếp giáp cái này cần cái ngôi mộ.
These grand, elaborate tombs built with expensive stones stand in stark contrast to the simple vegetable patches right beside them. This house is still being finished up, but it already looks quite spacious and well built. What caught my eye, though, was this massive tomb currently under construction. It almost feels like the departed will have more than enough space to live in. Personally, it feels a bit excessive. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.